Nothing else sounds as good as
WEFM, the clean, fresh sound.
Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
It's definitely trouble in tongue, but in which tongue? We are going to find out right now. We are going to be conducting an interview with the Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc. as it relates to CARIFESTA 2025. Joining Roleza and I in studio this morning, we have Asher Payne, who is the Business Development Officer, and Harriet Smith, the Senior Business Development Officer. Good morning and welcome to WEFM.
Good morning. Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here in St. Vincent.
That's like a warm Barbados welcome. Hey. How has it been so far?
Very good. Very good.
Feels like home?
Yeah, you know what? Yes.
All right, that's what we want to
That's a
hear.
little bit higher. But I was just telling the driver, I said, wow, these magnificent views, but I'm afraid of heights. So no wonder I was born on a flat island.
Oh, they need to take you down to the leeward side. Yeah, there's a lot of corners.
That's right.
All right, well, welcome to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. First time here?
Thank you very much. No,
This is my second.
Okay.
It's my second. I came for Carnival in 2023.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
And that's kind of recent as well, too.
Yeah.
All right, so welcome back. All right.
Thank you so
Welcome
much.
back. All right.
All right, so this morning we are talking all things CARIFESTA. So for those persons who have never heard of CARIFESTA or they're wondering what does CARIFESTA even stand for, let us know.
Okay, so CARIFESTA, this is the 15th edition, and it's the Caribbean Festival of Arts. It's the region's largest cultural and most prestigious multidisciplinary cultural event, and it features 10 days of music, of dance, of fashion, film, visual arts, theater, of course, food, and cultural symposia. So something for everyone.
It's interesting. Every time I hear CARIFESTA, this song goes off in my head. There's a song that I grew up listening to, CARIFESTA. We are alive for one people. We will survive. Y'all don't
But
know.
I never heard it. That was probably
long
a jingle
time
for for one of the
Yeah.
festivals. Yeah.
Gosh, I hope it's not me alone. Remember that. All right. So when and where will CARIFESTA be taking place this year?
Okay, so CARIFESTA 15 will be hosted in Barbados this year. It will be from August 22nd to the 31st with events scheduled across multiple national venues, public spaces, and cultural districts. So we're honored to be able to host CARIFESTA 15, but don't get it twisted. Even though it's being hosted in Barbados, it is a festival that's going to be celebrating us as a region. So every country is going to be represented at CARIFESTA from the Caribbean region.
Okay. And is it just strictly limited to just islands in the Caribbean or countries within the Caribbean?
For now, we have the CARICOM members countries attending, but I'm sure the information will probably come out if they do have other countries who will be present for the event.
Okay. All right.
And what's the theme for the festival this year?
It's Caribbean Roots, Global Excellence. And it highlights our regional cultural ties while celebrating Caribbean, the rising influence of our global influence in the creative industries.
And why is CARIFESTA important? Because as I said, I grew up knowing about CARIFESTA, and I was a little bit surprised that it's only CARIFESTA 15. So I suppose that it hasn't been happening every year. It hasn't been happening consecutively.
Correct.
But so why is it important though?
It fosters regional unity. It supports obviously creatives, the orange economy, and it provides a global platform for the Caribbean talent. And it's also a driver of cultural tourism, economic activity, and youth engagement in the region. So I think it's something like the most important thing is that it brings everybody together, because where are you going to find so many different talents, foods, probably languages as well, and in one place for 10 days.
Okay. And if I need to get a visual understanding of this setup, so is it a case where there are going to be different booths set up for the different countries, let's say with regards to the food or with regards to the fashion? How exactly is it going to be, the display? How's that setup going to be?
Well, events are going to be held around the island.
Okay.
And there's going to be the Grand Market. So the Grand Market is going to be one of the largest in CARIFESTA history, 45,000 square feet. And it's going to be in an area called Waterford. Waterford is in St. Michael. So it's like pretty much central around for people to get to the venue. And they will have different activities there at the Grand Market. It's going to be literature, fashion, house and home and decor,
Food,
wellness,
of course, as well.
and of course food, right? Because what would be a Caribbean event without food?
Okay.
And so, like Harriet said, the Grand Market is where culture meets commerce, and it's going to be ideal for small, medium enterprises and entrepreneurs as well. And you did not hear it wrong. She said 45,000 square feet. So it's going to be a massive space and a lot of, vendors are going to be featured.
And it's going to be open from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m.
From
the 23rd of August. So even if you're on the island and you're doing other things, I'm sure you'll find a time between 8 and 10 p.m. to get to the Grand Market.
Okay.
I know you said CARICOM member states are taking part, but I mean that could be some or all. Do you have the number for how many countries or even the name?
Oh, I would say go to carifesta.net to get an update because it's being updated daily. So I must admit I would not know the exact number because the event is organized by our National Cultural Foundation. So if you go to the carifesta.net website, you will get more details on the number of delegations, etc.
Okay, so you spoke about the Grand Market, and that will be the exhibition of food and fashion. But we know that CARIFESTA involves more than that. It involves dance, etc. So where would those other activities be held?
They're going to be held around the island. Some will be held at the, there's a new amphitheater, the Richard Stout Amphitheater at the National Botanical Gardens. That's also in Waterford. And then there's I'm forgetting the name now. It's Newton. It's a new performing arts center in Newton, and that is in Christchurch. So that would be a new venue that will be used for CARIFESTA this year, along with there are going to be beachside concerts and that type of thing. So things around the island.
All right. So there's something like a lot, right? If I am looking to come to Barbados for CARIFESTA, because number one, it sounds like I'll be touring the island because you're going to be having these events at different places. But where would I be able to get, let's say, a full itinerary of the items or a full listing of all the events and where they're going to be held? Where can that information be found on the same?
So you can go to our Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc. Website, visit barbados.org/CARIFESTA.
Okay.
And you're going to find the full itinerary on there of things to do. Also, too, you're going to be able to find accommodation. There's going to be discounted rates. You can find car rentals. You can also find, destination management companies as well. So if you want to get some things arranged for you, you can find everything that Harriet said on visitbarbados.org/CARIFESTA.
Or you can also go to the carifesta.net website to get an updated list of the various activities that will be held over the course of the 10 days.
Okay.
And just to circle back a bit, you have mentioned the Grand Market. There is an email address that persons that want to become a vendor at the market can sign up. It's not too late to sign up. I will give you the email address. It is grandmarket.carifestabarbados@gmail.com. I'll say that one more time, grandmarket.carifestabarbados@gmail.com. So you can go there, interested parties can go, they can inquire via email, they can sign up, because this is one that you should not miss. Your Prime Minister has been saying, miss this and blame yourself. CARIFESTA 15 is going to be an amazing time.
Okay.
Being the prestigious festival that it is, what is the atmosphere like in Barbados preparing for it?
Well, we are still in Crossover.
Right, well,
We're gonna carry the vibes from Crossover into CARIFESTA. Yeah.
okay.
Yes.
Would you encourage persons to walk with their country flags, especially for the vendors? Would you encourage persons like to have their flags
most
on display?
definitely.
Yes,
and
of
everything?
course. Obviously, when you go to the any CARICOM office, you see all the flags, and I think that would be a good time to show your country's flag, to show your pride in your particular country as well.
Okay. All right. Are there any special rates offered though for us as Caribbean people?
Yeah, so if you go to the website, visit barbados.org/CARIFESTA, you will find a list of hotels and activities on that site where you can choose. Because in Barbados, we have hotels from about $50 a night to $50 a second and everything in between. So something for everybody, for all tastes, for all budgets. So if you go to the website, I'm sure you'll find something there. And there are travel agents here on the island also that you can speak to buy your package, or however you plan to go. If your guests want to stay with friends, buy your air ticket, or you can buy a package hotel and airfare from one of your preferred travel agents here.
Okay.
So we know there's going to be the display of food. There's going to be fashion. What else is there going to be? Well, we know dancing, singing, etc. What are the disciplines that are going to be?
Well, there's going to be I think it's called these talks. I'm trying to remember the name of the special talks. They're going to be workshops. They're going to be the country showcases, the culinary exhibitions, etc. So all of those are going to take place at the Grand Market, but there will also be some super concerts around the island. And we have a wealth of talent in the Caribbean. So go to the website carifesta.net to look for the updated schedule, to see who the major artists will be, etc.
All right. And while we recognize the persons, regular folks, right? Those who not necessarily have made it big on a big stage, etc. But are there any headliners who can probably draw us in, pull us in?
Like I said, go to CARIFESTA.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Right, because you're putting me on a spot now, right?
Okay.
But for those super concerts, obviously you have big names in the Caribbean, really big names. And then there are other names that may not be as big, but go, stay tuned. Go to the website carifesta.net for that updated schedule. You have a copy of the schedule you can show them. This is some of the concerts, some of the activities. It's a wide-ranging list of things to do on during the 10 days of CARIFESTA.
Okay. All right. So we see it's music, dance, culinary arts, visual arts, fashion, film. So this film is interesting.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a showcase of.
You're going to have film festivals, dance shows, fashion runways. And one thing I should mention, there are going to be paid events and free events. So even if you can't say perhaps do a paid event, there are going to be hundreds of free events as well.
Okay.
And even though they're free, there's still going to be amazing events. So you will not be missing out. There's going to be something for everyone, like Harriet said. If you say, okay, I'm going to come to Barbados for CARIFESTA, but like she said, I can't afford everything. There's going to be a plethora of free events you can go to all across the island. So you're going to be able to see the island's entirety and get to taste, the Caribbean excellence, no matter where you go.
And one thing I should have mentioned regarding the Grand Market, there's going to be something called Caribbean Eat Street, at least 24 booths featuring the various national dishes. I'm sure breadfruit and Jackfish will be there.
I see a big smile when we talk about the jackfish.
Cuckoo and flying fish for Barbados. You're gonna have jerk for Jamaica, Trinidad doubles, etc. So you should be able to eat around the Caribbean when you go to the Grand Market, to the Caribbean Eat Street.
So make sure you go with an empty stomach.
I think
to the,
so.
To the
And you can probably eat from 8 till 10.
All right, somebody's asking if there's anything happening off off the top of your head.
I can't say off the top of my head,
Okay.
but as we saw from this, the venues are wide.
They're extensive.
Yeah, very wide.
I haven't looked at that as yet. Are the various performances, are they set up in a way that performers can view each other's performances, or it's a case where while one is performing here, another will be performing at another venue?
It's a possibility because there are going to be, like we mentioned, the Richard Stout Amphitheater, the new Performing Arts Center, and there are also going to be pop-up locations as well, because they're prefabricated structures that as soon as crop over is finished,
On the 5th.
yeah, they're going to start
Very
setting
cool.
up. Yeah, because we want everybody to know we are ready. We're going to go straight from crop over into CARIFESTA. So there's prefabricated structures that are easily
Ready to
set up.
install.
Yeah,
Good to go.
and
We're going to take the advice from crop over that Harriet said
Yeah.
straight into
You're right.
So you
CARIFESTA.
have a whole month of celebration.
it would, yes,
Okay.
yes.
And so for persons, I know that we are encouraging persons to come to Barbados and to physically take part in some of these activities. But let's say for the opening of CARIFESTA, would that be streamed live? Do you know if that's going to happen, so that those of us who might be away who have to work,
So I really can't speak to that, but I'm sure something like that will be streamed live or perhaps shown at a later date.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
Well, maybe not you, but other persons on the organizing committee, have you been having conversations with the various countries and talking about how their preparations are going and things like that?
That is most likely the National Cultural Foundation.
Okay.
Yeah, because we are helping them to promote
Oh,
CARIFESTA, whereas they're doing the planning. So they will know, they would be in contact because there's a secretariat. So most likely the members of that secretariat are in contact with the various delegations around the Caribbean.
okay.
right. All right, then. Is there anything else that we need to know about CARIFESTA?
Just to say that, as Cher mentioned, miss it and blame yourself. I think is something that is a regional milestone. It's a celebration of who we are as Caribbean people. So I think, and it's also, I just like to say, well, I attended CARIFESTA 15, and you're remembering the jingle. So
As CARIFESTA 15 is definitely going to be a historical event.
yeah.
So we want everyone that is listening, bring yourself, bring your family. There are going to be affordable rates for the airline tickets. There are going to be affordable rates for accommodation. Come down and enjoy and celebrate CARIFESTA 15 to celebrate who we are as a Caribbean people.
And it's perhaps a good time to travel with your friends, your girlfriends or a group of friends, family, if you have people coming in from, because I know this time of the year, a lot of people come in from, say, like North America or whatever. And Barbados is just like about a half an hour. I think you take off and you land. So it's not far, to come and perhaps spend a few days. You may have missed crop over, but come and take up the vibes of CARIFESTA in Barbados, August 22nd to the 31st.
And I think one of the good things as well too is that rather than trying to island hop to experience maybe different things from these countries, we have it in one place.
In one
this
place,
event.
yes,
Right,
in
so,
one
yeah.
place, because that is a good way of looking at it. Because all the different foods and
Fashion.
fashion,
All the businesses that you might,
exactly.
And you know what? For business persons as well who might be looking to expand the range of products, you can go to the Grand Market. You see what is available from other persons within the region, and
Exactly.
you'll be able to tap into,
And it's a good time to network as well.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah. And there are going to be workshops, and that type of thing. So if you are now starting out or whatever, it may be a good opportunity to go and attend some of the workshops to get best practices and that type of experience and professional guidance from persons, who are more experienced in the business world.
Or even if you're already established and you're looking to branch into other Caribbean countries, the networking opportunities are going to be invaluable. So it's definitely something that you should consider if you're a business person to come to CARIFESTA 15.
All right. So I don't know if there's anything final that you wish to leave us with. Just to
say, miss it.
And blame yourself.
And also for the full details, go to
carifesta.net. Yes, or you can go to visitbarbados.org/CARIFESTA.
Right, and that business email to register your business for the
Grand Market.
Yes.
Yeah. So that email is grandmarket.carifestabarbados@gmail.com.
And that's all lowercase letters.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. And to remember also free and paid concerts. The super concerts may be paid, but stay tuned. Go to the website carifesta.net to get more details.
Right. All right, and that brings us to the end of our interview with the Barbados Tourism Marketing Incorporated as it relates to CARIFESTA 15, which will be taking place in Barbados next month from the 22nd to the 31st.
Yes.
Thank you. We had this morning Asha Payne, the Business Development Officer, and Harriet Smith, Senior Business Development Officer. Thank you.
And thank you, ladies, for having us. I really appreciate it.
It was a
Have a
pleasure
good
to be
day.
here.
Yeah,
Have a
thank
great
you.
day.
Thank
You're very
you.
welcome.
Continue to enjoy the island.
We leave now. We have a meeting. And then we head back this evening. So.
It was an in and out.
In and out.
Okay.
Sunday in, and then.
Oh.